What it do? It's your boy. So I think I'm selling my Ronin. I have a lot of shit with it. I have the ring, the Ronin, 2 batteries, the remote control, so you can move it around with your thumb. Another bag for it, but it's just too big and bulky. I'm trying to slim my stuff down to one backpack. I love my C100 Mark II. I use that camera every chance I get. I'm looking at the Zenmuse 2 crane, so it can hopefully hold my C100 Mark II. I've seen people have them on there. People have been like, there's been Reds on there, Sony FS7s. So one thing is size. I just want to be able to throw everything in a backpack and go out the door and be good. To be able to have a gimbal, my nice camera, the microphone, everything. Kind of just have everything I need in one bag would be perfect. So that's the game plan. I'm going to sell my Ronin. I'm going to get rid of it and get the Zenmuse 2 crane, whatever it is. I haven't heard any bad reviews about it. They've had one before, so it's not like... They had the original one, and then they came out with the second version of that, I think. And then now they just came out with the 2 that can hold like 7.5 pounds or something like that. So the good thing about that is it's not like this is the first one they've made and, you don't really know what's going to happen. But DJI has been out for a while. That's a reliable company. They're durable. This thing has been so many places with me, and it's been banged around, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's amazing. So DJI makes durable stuff, and that's one thing that I'm like, I don't know, But so far, all the reviews that I've seen are good reviews on the Zenmuse 2 crane. So we'll see. Another huge thing is the kickstand. Damn. I cannot tell you how big that is. It has the feet on the bottom of the Zenmuse 2 crane. It's unbelievable. Like the Ronin, you have the ring, and you can put the feet on it so you can have that. You're literally holding it like out here, and it's just like, it's so big and awkward. So I actually went back to this setup, and I have this thing right here, replaces one of the handles, and I can actually mount my C100 grip on there so I can control my camera through the gimbal. It's awesome. I love it. So that was a big thing to get this clip. So the stand is hands down so important, and that's a huge factor too. So glad that they have, someone was smart enough to make something where you could do it. The other good thing about the Zenmuse 2, with the feet, you can unscrew it, and then you have the 1/4-20 or whatever hole or thread in there, so you can mount quick release plates. You can put it on a monopod, and I mean, just think about the shots that you can get. You can almost get like a crane shot when it's on a monopod. You can just lift it higher and extend it. Put it on a tripod. There's so many. You can mount it to something like on a car or something. You know what I mean? Like there's so many. I go kayaking a lot, and I can mount this thing. I have a tripod mount on my kayak, so now I can just throw the gimbal on there and get nice smooth shots while I'm paddling along. And that might seem like not a big deal, but I was wondering how I can mount my DJI on there without spending another couple $100, because I know they have a mount that you can buy to put it on a tripod or something like that. But just the mount alone is like another $100. So that was huge. That's another big thing for sure. It comes built in with the controller that moves the camera, so you don't need to buy. Again, this was separate. It's just like $80. $180 or something like that. Another expense that you had to buy, and this is all in one. Good thing about the Zenmuse 2 crane over the Ronin is the battery life. With the Ronin, you have 2 batteries. I mean, I can shoot pretty much all day with 2. I've done a wedding, and I've had to change out a battery, and I've used my other one. Been getting low, but I've never had them just both die on me, so I can't really complain. But to have one battery and have it last all day, and if you have another one, you're good. That's huge. So I mean, all in all, it's just like I'm just trying to slim down my gear, and to have what is the Zenmuse 2 crane, I think is like $700 or something. And it's just like, damn, like gimbals have come such a long way, and to get a price point that low for something that does that much, like to be able to hold that kind of weight in one hand, if you also need the two hands, they have the mount where you can drop it in to a handle and, you know, you're good to go. It'll literally be like, you know, the best setup. I only wish my C100 took photos, and then I'd be like, then it'd be a wrap. You know, I sit there and wonder sometimes, like, should I have gotten the 1DX or something? But I absolutely love my C100. It's the best purchase that I've made for sure. One thing I do wish that it did was have the XLR ports on the body, like the C200 does, and I actually almost bought that. But I just realized, like, I didn't really need all the codecs that it comes with, like, you know, shooting in 4K, shooting in the raw light or whatever they call it. I don't really use any of that stuff, and the C100 has the 4K sensor, and it, you know, downsamples it to 1080, and it just makes life so much easier when I'm working on the computer, when I'm working, and I do shoots with a bunch of people, and they're always like, the C100 footage looks so good, like, how is it that crisp, and blah 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 blah. And technically it's, you know, well, it's 4K sensor, but technically it's 1080, and, you know, and these guys are all using, you know, GH5s and, you know 4K, all this that, but man, yeah, I absolutely love the C100 Mark II, and if I could get another one, you know, for my second camera, I would. I finally also decided to sell my Panasonic. Wasn't that hard of a decision, but, you know, it's definitely bailed me out of some situations. It's been really a really good camera for sure, but I definitely don't use it as much as I do my C100. So I'm on that Canon life, baby. So yeah, I'm selling this. I'm selling my Ronin. I'm trying to get rid of all my stuff and slim down to one bag of Canon stuff, and that's about it. So hope you guys like it. Once I get the Zenmuse crane, I might order it tonight. Once I get that, I will do a review on it, and I'm sure that I will love it. Oh, another big thing was with the Ronin, you know, you have to have, you know, your monitor mounted up here and whatever, because the C100, you can flip the monitor out and put it back in, but you can't flip it out so you can, like, kind of look at it while it's going, because it will hit, you know, the side. It doesn't flip all the way out. On the Zenmuse crane, you can obviously have the monitor flipped out and look at it any which way, which is really cool. You can put the Ronin, for people that don't know, and if you're trying to balance a C100 on it, you can put it in briefcase mode, and that way you can flip the screen out. I'm just excited to hopefully slim down my gear. I love buying new gear, but at the same time, I'm just like, I mean, who doesn't like buying new gear? You know, I love technology. I love, you know, when something new comes out, but I just have so much stuff piling up right now that I don't use, and I'm trying to really figure out what I need. And, you know, I think that the slimming my stuff down is going to be big for me. That way I'll be able to bring more stuff with me when I go shoot and not have to worry about, you know, lugging a bunch of stuff. Like when I went out, I just went up to Holton, Maine, walking in the woods with Scotty and Sweets, and you know, I didn't bring my gimbal. I didn't bring so much stuff because it's just like, I don't want to have to, you know, I'm not going to drag 3 bags out into the woods. Like, we were walking for miles. So it's like, I had one backpack, but, you know, you can only fit so much stuff in it. So, but yeah, I think this is the right move, and I'm pumped. So, yeah, catch me on the next video. Hopefully I have it. Deuces.